I haven't done a song ranking video or even just a ranking video in quite some time, which feels a little bit wrong to me. Now, I was going to do a video ranking the Hamilton songs back in July when it first came out on Disney+, but that never ended up happening. However, I still really wanted to do it, so I hope that you enjoy this. I love Hamilton. I've loved Hamilton for about 5 years now. I saw it live in Chicago the summer of 2019, and you can only imagine how ecstatic I was when I found out that it was going to be on Disney Plus with the original cast, all of whom I love. Now, just like every other ranking on this channel, this list is subjective. This is my personal taste, and you have every single right to disagree with me. Now, this is a tall order, and Hamilton has a lot of songs, so I thought that it would be best to do this by act. Today I will be doing the Act 1 songs, Act 2 will be coming later. I will be breaking these 23 songs into 4 tiers. The songs ranked number 23 through 19 will be in tier 4, numbers 18 through 13 will be in tier 3, numbers 12 through 7 will be in tier 2, and numbers 6 through 1 will be in tier 1. Let's get started.
They have not your interest at heart.
Oh my God, tear this dude apart.
Starting out in tier 4, number 23 is A Winter's Ball. There's not a whole lot I have to say about this song. Obviously, every musical has its power anthems, its songs that get you really pumped, its emotional ballads, and then it has its transition songs. This song is a transition song. I feel like some people might hate me for this next one, but number 22 is Farmer Refuted. This song is funny, it's really enjoyable, but I've never really enjoyed it as much as the average person. Sorry, I still like it, just not as much as the others. Number 21 is What Comes Next.
Awesome! Wow!
I do love this song. Number 20 is The Story of Tonight. This song gives me a really nice, warm feeling inside, and it has a really lovely sentiment. The last of tier 4 is number 19, The Story of Tonight Reprise. This is a funny, catchy song, and it's really cute to see all of their friendships. But again, it's also a bit of a transition song from the wedding into Wait For It.
Everyone attack! Retreat! Attack! Retreat!
Doing a list ranking the Hamilton songs, one thing you realize is that you really love them all and that there's no baddies. That said, moving up to tier 3, number 18 is Aaron Burr, Sir. This is an excellent introduction to so many of the quintessential characters and the philosophies that they carry throughout the show in an impressively short amount of time. It's really, really great. Number 17 is Stay Alive. This is a good song to kick off the war. It reveals a lot of the hardships that they had to go through. The Charles Lee parts are quite funny, and there is a lambs moment at the end. What more could someone want? Number 16 is Meet Me Inside. Meet Me Inside. Oh, I'm such a dork. I love this song, and I'm not really sure why. I guess as someone who really loves characters and character relationships, it's nice to see a one-on-one argument with these two. And even though they're disagreeing, it's still clearly out of love, at least from Washington's perspective. Number 15 is 10 Duel Commandments. This song slaps. And it's informative. And it has more lambs. Number 14 is History Has Its Eyes on You. Again, this is a bit of a transition into Yorktown, but it's wonderful. The harmonies, the sentiment, Chris's voice, the message, it's all absolutely beautiful. The last song in tier 3, number 13, That Would Be Enough. Philippa Sue really sounds like a Disney princess. Her voice is just beautiful. I feel like she has one of those voices that when she sings, the rest of the world just stops. And it's just her singing. You know what I mean?
You'll be back, soon you'll see. You remember you belong to me.
Moving up to tier 2, number 12 is Dear Theodosia. This is likely the sweetest song in the entire show. It's a wonderful change of pace from the intensity that we've been witnessing thus far, and it shows that while Hamilton and Burr have so many differences, they have this in common. They both want to create a better world for their children, and they will do their very best to ensure that. The way that they wish to go about doing that is still obviously also different, but their sincerity is still so sweet. And then of course we go right back into the fast pace after this. Number 11 is Right Hand Man. This is an appropriate number for Washington's introduction. It is prominent, distinct, and switches from powerful and intense to calm and questioning, much like Washington himself. It also establishes Washington and Hamilton's relationship and Washington's favoritism toward him. Number 10 is Alexander Hamilton. Ah, the number that starts it all. This song does such an outstanding job of telling the first 2 decades of Alexander's life, as well as what we are about to see, all in 4 minutes. It both establishes and reveals so much, and we can see why it took Lynn a year to write it. Number 9 is You'll Be Back. This song has always been a gem. The fact that King George sends his American subjects a message in the form of a breakup letter is already iconic. King George's numbers are also intended to be very distinct and stick out like sore thumbs among the rest of the show's music, and they do just that. It perfectly differentiates Britain and America in the show. Number 8, Guns and Ships. It felt wrong that this song wasn't a little higher, but then I remembered what musical I was looking at. This song is obviously impressive to anyone who listens to it, and it has such high energy. It also holds the record for the fastest Broadway rap. This song takes the focus off of Hamilton, reminding us that the French indeed helped with the American Revolution too. It's really Lafayette's moment to shine, and it slaps so hard. Number 7 is Helpless. This is such a wonderful, joyful song. It's sweet, it's catchy, and it's nice to listen to it and feel just as unaware as Eliza of the difficulties that follow. And even if you do consider the difficulties that follow, it doesn't matter now because, for now, it's just bliss. It's a song that captures the giddiness of young love and makes the listener or viewer feel satisfied, while satisfied makes the listener or viewer feel helpless. Oh, this musical's brilliant! Now on to Tier 1. Kicking off Tier 1, number 6 is My Shot. Now we must remember, this list is subjective. I'm not basing this on what the best and most impressive or acclaimed songs are. A lot of this is my personal preference and musical taste. So I hope that nobody gets too offended that this isn't my favorite Hamilton song. That said though, this song is, without a doubt, one of the most impressive songs in the whole show. It took Lynn an entire year to write it, and we can all see why. Everything about this song screams triumph. The lyrics, the beat, the buildup of it, it perfectly captures Hamilton's character, intentions, motivation, and attitude throughout the entire show. It also foreshadows the end of the show where he in fact does throw away his shot during the infamous duel with Burr. It is an absolute masterpiece, and this song will not soon be forgotten. Number 5 is Yorktown, The World Turned Upside Down. This song, I would say, really captures a turning point in the show. By the time this song is over, the war is won, and now everybody has to figure out where to go from here. The song itself is so incredible. It gives nearly everyone a moment to shine. It manages to be fast-paced, intense, and emotional all at the same time. And the end of Yorktown is perhaps the most triumphant moment in the entire 3 hours of the show, and that is really, really saying something. Number 4 is Satisfied. I cannot begin to describe how much I love this song. Well, first of all, I'm a sucker for unrequited love. Or not even unrequited love, just the lack of something happening between two people who have an obvious love connection. Sometimes the fact that something didn't happen makes it even more romantic, and I think that that sentiment can definitely be applied to Angelica's storyline. This also makes for a very, very emotional song, complete with extremely fast rapping and powerful vocals at the end. This song is truly perfect, and it's another absolute masterpiece. Number 3 is the Schuyler Sisters. I first listened to Hamilton 5 years ago, and I can still remember exactly how I felt when I heard this song. I can also remember that this is the very first Hamilton song that I can truly say that I fell in love with, and no matter what happens, no matter what the contents of this list or my Act 2 list are, I will always have that. This song, I believe, is one of the most fun songs in the show to listen to. It's so catchy, and I just love dancing and singing to it. It also introduces the two sisters quintessential to Hamilton's story, and, say it with me, it is a female empowerment anthem, and that's not even why I love it. That's just a delightful bonus. I love it because it's a great song. Number 2 is Wait for It. Again, I cannot describe how much I love this song. It has such a powerful melody that does not get old no matter how many times I listen to it. It is genuinely one of my favorites, and I believe one of the best songs that Lin-Manuel Miranda has ever written. And I think he believes that too. It really gives us a look into Burr's character and his mind and how it differs from Hamilton's. It is such a wonderful song and a wonderful moment, and I will always, always adore it. And for the number 1 song in Act 1 of Hamilton is Hamilton's One Day More, Non-Stop. For me, no other song could have taken this number 1 spot. It would make sense that my favorite Hamilton song already features a bunch of my other favorite Hamilton songs from this list, and like One Day More, it is an incomparably powerful conglomeration of rhythms and voices to end the act. And you know that I'm a sucker for those musical songs where everybody has their own part and then they all come together at the end and it's the most satisfying thing in the world. This song has that in spades. It is among the show's most ambitious numbers, and I would not have it any other way. It is absolutely perfect. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this. I certainly had fun listing and talking about all of these wonderful Hamilton songs. My Act 2 list will be coming very soon. Today in the comments, I invite you to list your favorite Hamilton Act 1 songs. You can list all 23 of them, or you could just tell me your favorites. Anything you feel like doing. I hope that you have an amazing, wonderful day, and don't throw away your shot.